Welcome. My name's Ryan Gerhardy, and I'm recording this presentation after a great week at ILTA. We were asked by a few people that couldn't attend in the morning session to record this and provide it to them. So I'm very excited to do that for you today. And please follow our website at www.pitchley.net for more information after the presentation. So my name's Ryan. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Pitchley, and I founded Pitchley now 5 years ago to really solve the problems I experienced in investment banking, equities research, and also corporate finance. I worked at banks, accounting firms, and then in venture capital, and realized that all these industries have the similar problem, that they use this information using tools from 1985 to collaborate in ways that people, the users, don't want to do today. So we created Pitchley to do a better use of information to create that into content at scale for these firms. So the way we look at experience management is very different. We think the old way of experience management is looking at from the angle of if all you have was a hammer in your disposal, then everything looks like a nail. And we believe this is true because most firms we deal with in law firms are using Office 365 products like Access or Excel or PowerPoint. Then they're uploading this to a content management platform similar to SharePoint. And they're doing this to create a single source of experience that is disconnected, but allows them to store that information. We see today the collection of this information, the storage, the access, and then what you want to perform with that information being related. We think you shouldn't have to enter 3 or 4 different tools and permission the users and invite the participants through this portal. It should be accessed in a simpler platform. We think this can all be done in one platform, and we call this Pitchley. So Pitchley is your single source of experience information across your firm. We work through various practices, everywhere from litigation to the corporate practice, and we really use this through aggregating information by integrating our platform into your existing repositories. So we want to control passive intake information as much as possible and let that feed into our system to enable experience captured automatically. We're then a very easy to use platform, and you can change the fields, what information is being collected, and also the drop-down menus very simply to allow you to change this on the fly as attorneys or other stakeholders are interested. We see this as a big differentiator from a lot of other systems that require professional service hours or additional time. So what we thought we would do in the presentation, we would then show you some case studies of examples. So I'm excited to kind of walk you through 3 customers and how they're using our product today and how that might resonate with your needs. So the first is WILLKIE, FARR, and GALLAGHER. They came to us with a problem of an existing SQL database that was very well integrated inside their organization, but would require a BA to use it inside their system. This obviously was not accessible to attorneys or really business development team members, and it was a powerful database, but the information could not be extracted. They came to Pitchley, and we suggested and implemented a platform as a service solution that enables us to connect to their Azure instance of that database and allow us to connect to it just with credentials. We don't need to store information. We just render it in our product and then perform our tasks with it. So it remains on-premise. Their information is secure behind their firewall and their permissions, but we have access to limited amounts of that information as needed for our product. This was enabling for them an intuitive user interface that their attorneys could access very simply. It then also allowed us to do what we do best, and that's automate content, so particularly tombstones from that information. So we could create a library of thousands of tombstones from information stored in their SQL database, which saves 99% of the time to create those tombstones and content, and then 93% of the time when the business development team was responding to attorney requests. And this was a huge game changer for them, in addition to allowing attorneys around the world to access this information at a level that was sufficient and permission to meet their needs, but not cause other problems between practices or between different areas of the firm. the next case study is Cooley. Cooley came to us with the #1 problem was the ability to create and manage content across their organization. Cooley's a very well-known M&A, private equity, fund formation, and capital markets law firm around the world. So they had the problem with managing this content in real time for a relatively small business development team that was managing a lot of matters and a lot of new transactions taking place. So with Cooley, we actually implemented a solution that allowed them to use our experience database with the purpose of creating content right out of the box. They connected to our cloud database and our cloud product, which allowed them to quickly migrate 3 or 4 Excel documents into Pitchly to then create tombstones from at scale. Today, they manage a couple thousand matters and a couple thousand tombstones in our product with a handful of 3 design templates in Pitchly. This means each time they want to change a small design tweak or a different response, they can do that in the template side of Pitchly and then export it to PowerPoint in a very custom way to meet their branding needs, their design needs, their attorney's needs, and then include that in our proposal. We took the response time down at Cooley from about 48 hours to less than 2 hours, and we're pretty excited by that. This means that when attorneys ask for information, that business development can respond in real time and get that to them, whether it's for drinks, dinner, or the next day, first thing, very quickly from anywhere in the world with internet access using Pitchly. The final case study is of CHOATE Hall & Stewart in Boston. CHOATE came to us with a collection of PowerPoint documents, Word documents, and Excel workbooks. And that's how they were managing their experience, their proposals and pitch collateral, and also really the knowledge of the firm was in these set of documents. Pitchly came in and delivered a solution which enabled the Excel to be migrated into custom databases in our product. This allowed them a single source of experience to search and filter and create detailed lists of the information they wanted to find regularly, whether that was the energy industry transactions for the last 2 years or whether it was a more specific M&A transaction type. This allowed them very quickly to find that information. They could then also export that database into Excel and provide that to attorneys, and then provide the tombstones to go along with it and to really manage that process on their behalf. We implemented a fully to use knowledge management system, and CHOATE Hall & Stewart are using it regularly, and we're excited our relationship with them. So this is Pitchly. We're an experience management in action. We like to work with firms that are using something traditional, Access, Excel, SharePoint, and show them the power of managing that in the cloud. Thank you. My name is Ryan Gerhardy again. Please contact us at www.pitchly.net or me directly, ryan@pitchly.net. Thank you.